It's like a party, yo. I love that intro. What's going on, everybody? I'm Alex, Coach That Man, and these are my fellow panelists. Right? That's how you know. Anyway, these are my friends. We got Jen, we got Sarah, and we have a special guest today. Her name is Sarah, and she's going to be sharing her story. And
It's
I mean,
Rachelle.
her name is Rachelle. Sarah, you did that to me. That's Sarah's fault. I blame Sarah for that. I'm sorry, Rachelle, again. We have Rachelle, who is going to be sharing her story. She's on the same program that we're on, and we're gonna just get to hear her story because we want to show everybody that it's not just us, right? It's not just me, Jen, Sarah, and Adrienne. It's a lot of us. So we will be inviting more and more guests that have either just started this program or have been doing it for a while, just basically to give them an opportunity to share their story with y'all because we believe that that's where you find a lot of freedom and self-discovery and all that good stuff. So I'm excited for this show. I'm going to let Jen and then Sarah and then the other Sarah, no, I'm just joking, and then Rachelle introduce herself to everyone that's here.
Hi, everybody. So I am Jen Lantz, also known as Never Done Thrifting on Instagram and Mercari and eBay and Poshmark. There's my shameless plug. I've lost 94 pounds on this program. It's the absolute best thing that I could have ever done or asked for. A year ago today, I was not who you see right now. I was a totally different person, a different mom. I was moody. I felt sick. I had body inflammation, you name it. I was not me. So I'm going to pass it to Sarah now. I don't know which way I'm going. I think I'm going down.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Chapman, also known as Vintage Beba on Instagram. You can follow me there. And I've been on plan for 89 days. My health journey started the day that I reached out for help, though. That's when I started making all the changes in my life. So I'm about 101 days on plan and down 52 pounds. I still am working towards my goal weight, but I'm feeling so much better. So we'll go ahead and pass it on to our new friend.
Hi, everyone. So glad to here with you guys, and it's a pleasure to talk about my story and just finding this plan and my coach has just been absolutely life-changing. So my name is Rachelle Rayner, and you can find me on Instagram at rachelle.rayner. And I started this program 3.5 months ago after meeting Adrienne, and I was at literally rock bottom. I had tried everything like most of you, and it was just I was not living my best life. I was not being my best self, and I had actually fallen down my steps, and I realized that probably the reason why I fell was because I was having so much pain and inflammation, but I didn't know what it was at the time. I didn't realize it was inflammation. I just thought I was like dying. And I'm not even 35 years old, but I said, if I feel this horrible at 35, I can't imagine what I'm going to feel like when I'm 50. In fact, I don't even want to live till I'm 50 if this is how I'm going to feel, worse whenever I'm older. So I actually fell down my stairs, and I injured my shoulder really badly, and I could just barely walk. I was so embarrassed. I was embarrassed that maybe my neighbors saw me, and I just thought, okay, the reason I fell is because I'm like overweight. And just a little backstory, I wasn't always overweight. I'm originally from Canada, so I moved to America 15 years ago, and just stress, children, it just started piling on and just accumulating in places that I didn't want it to, and so I just became so ashamed, and I had so much pain. So this moment, was the breaking point for me. And I had already met Adrienne through a mom's group, unrelated to this. And so I'd been following her on Facebook. We had met a couple of times. And I just saw her success. And I thought, wow, if she can do it with her health problems and all of these things and can get better, then maybe this is something that's for me. And so I reached out to her and I was just like, hey, can we do like a FaceTime or something? And you tell me about what it is that you do. I'm very interested, and, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready to make that change and do what it takes to get myself healthy. And, I said those things, but I didn't feel that way. I actually thought that, I would start this and be like everything else, and I would just, fall by the wayside, and the diet would get kicked out the window, and it would be another one of those things. But I was, so broken on the inside that I thought, why not try it? Tried everything else. So we had a call, and she said to me, is there anything stopping you from, starting your journey? I said, absolutely not. So we started that day, and, within a short time, I started noticing, like, probably, I want to say maybe like a week and a half after I started the actual program, that my pain was like completely gone. And I was having so much back pain laying down in bed. Like, it was really tough to sleep at night because I couldn't get comfortable. I was just having this major lower back pain, and I didn't understand why. And so within like a week and a half into the program, I was pain free. And my shoulder that I had injured in the fall, it was still hurting a little bit, but not like it had been. So I felt like it was actually healing. And, Adrienne explained to me, well, this is because you're getting rid of the inflammation out of your body. Your body's starting to heal, because you're not consuming all the sugar and, all these bad things for your body. So anyway, I'm 3.5 months into this journey, and I have lost 50 pounds. And I feel absolutely amazing. And I had actually taken some photos. I've been taking photos of my progress. And the first few weeks of taking photos, I looked at my countenance and I realized like how unhappy I was. Like, I just looked so sad and miserable. And then the last like several weeks that I've been taking photos, like, I noticed that I'm smiling for, like, I'm not even really trying to smile. I'm just taking a photo of myself, like my progress. But I noticed that my countenance is just so much different. And, I'm so much more positive about myself. I feel like I was always a pretty positive person in general. I do a lot of personal development and read a lot of books, to develop myself, and have been for, more than 10 years. But the self-talk to myself, like, I did not treat myself good. Like, I was ashamed, I was guilty, I was, sad, and just really unhappy, and while I knew how to go through the motions, and, I knew the right things to say, I genuinely wasn't happy on the inside because I was very insecure about myself. And so anytime there was like, I do a lot of like Facebook lives and stuff like that for real estate groups that I'm in. And so I just would be like so ashamed to go on any video. It was really tough for me, and I couldn't like look into the camera, and it was a miserable existence. And, within 3.5 months, like, it's been a miraculous like undertaking. Like, I cannot believe like just how much better I feel as a person, less insecure. And, it's really changed my life.
That's awesome, Rachel. I mean Rochelle. See, I'm sorry. Rochelle, that's awesome. I love the fact that you brought up the self-talk thing, right? I think everyone does that. I think everyone has an inner voice. Everyone has a voice in their head that's guiding them, right? And it's almost telling them like this is what your day's gonna look like. This is what your future is gonna look like. These are the things you're gonna do. And I believe that the majority of people have a very negative voice that's more overwhelming than a positive voice. And I only believe that because that was my experience too. Like, I felt like nothing was possible anymore. I felt like I was never going to change. And it was because that voice in my head was so loud. The same voice that would tell me, you need to go on a diet, or you need to start working out, or you need to lose weight, is the same voice that was telling me, buy 2 Big Macs, large fry, apple pie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the same exact voice, but that voice was a lot louder for me, right? The negative voice. But starting to get healthy, it was almost as though, and surrounding, it's about a lot of things, right? The environment, people you interact with, and all that. Like, for example, me, I was interacting with people who were just negative all the time, and all they did was complain. All they did was talk, gossip about everybody else, and all these different things, and little things like that. Really figuring out, okay, what are the negative things in my life that I need to kind of eliminate little by little. um, will eventually get that voice in your head to be more positive and louder, right? Like the positive voice in your head to be louder.
You mentioned that I just thought of, a second ago, but you said about like the same voice that was telling you to eat the Big Mac and the same voice that was telling you to go to the gym. I don't know if you noticed this, but like in my case, like those voices were the same and they were the same angry voices, right? So I don't want to do either one. Like I didn't want to go to the gym and I didn't want to like eat healthy and didn't want like it was just an angry narrative that like was constantly like just yelling in my face and making me feel ashamed, making me feel not good enough. And, with this program, I think that the biggest breakthrough for me was learning how to have a better relationship with myself, with food, with other things, with working out, with exercising. And it doesn't have to be negative, and I think that like when people go on diets or they make any major changes, they think it's a lot of hard work, and it doesn't actually have to be. It's all about your perspective and about the voice that you listen to in your head. And so you could have an angry voice telling you to go work out or to eat healthy, or you could have a positive voice telling you that you're nurturing your body, you're taking care of yourself, you're healing yourself. And so I think that has been like the biggest change in myself is just my self-talk and the tone of my self-talk.
I love it. You ladies have anything you want to add to that?
I can add to it. So when I tell you I relate to that, I relate so much. And I had a lot of issues with hiding myself. I would, on the surface, I'd be like, oh yeah, let's make plans. Let's do this and do that. And then the day would come for me to go do it. And because I was not comfortable with myself, or I wasn't, I didn't think that like I would find an outfit in my closet where I have 1,000 outfits that I wasn't gonna, I how it is. You try on a million outfits, you don't like what you pick, and you're just like, whatever, I'm not gonna go. So I would like cancel at the last minute or something. Or I'm a Yelp Elite member. So when I first signed up for Yelp, I wanted to be like this food blogger, right? So then I wrote to them and I'm like, hey, my reviews are really good. How about you make me elite? So they did. So I was really excited because if you're elite, you get invited to these private events and parties and things, and they feed you for free. So I mean, like food free, it's for me, right? So I would go. No, I wouldn't go. I would make it look like I was going to attend, and then I would be like, oh, something came up at the last minute. I can't make it. I went to one event with my aunt, who also is an elite member. I went only because I was comfortable going with someone. I wasn't going to go by myself. And even though I wanted to go by myself and I wanted to make friends and, have a community, I would not allow myself because there was that voice in my head. Like, they're going to judge you. They're going to think you're fat. They're going to like think you're not not that I need to be attractive, but like, you know what I mean? They're going to think poorly of you because of the fact that I was obese. And this is a group of people who like to eat. Why am I allowing that voice in my head? But I still had that voice, and that she needs to go, that voice, in the back trunk, and I need to lock it and drive away with her in my trunk.
Yeah, and you know what? And I think that all stems from fear. That all stems from like pride and insecurities and worries and doubts and concerns and all those things. They all come from fear and pride and stuff and ego. And when you live an entire life, right, up until however old we all are, right, like you develop certain habits, and the whole self-talk thing is definitely a habit that you develop that can be switched. It could be completely changed. And And yeah, this program totally helps with that, like
When I tell you the confidence that I have now, I never had this confidence before in my life. Even doing this right now, I remember wanting to be on video, doing YouTube and doing different things because, I'm fun. I have a fun personality, but my voice in my head stopped me. I was like, no one's going to want to watch you, or you're too big to do that. And everybody in the reseller community on Instagram, Instagram, they knew me like this. I would put a picture up of just my eyes with my mask. I was like, thank God for COVID because I could hide my face. That's the only two positive things came out of COVID. I discovered this program, and I don't know what the other one is. I had to. I'll think of it. Let's move on to something else. Sarah, you talk.
Well, I guess I'll just say that I've had negative self-talk since I was a young child. I don't think my parents really meant for that. They always wanted to see me do good and do better. But my mom was always telling me, you shouldn't eat that, or you should drink more water. You should have a salad, or you're looking kind of fat. And she'd poke me. It was always about appearance and how I looked. But she was feeding me the cheeseburgers and feeding me the lasagna. Like, she wasn't doing anything to really help except saying snarky comments. And so I've just grown up with being that voice, Elvira in my head, telling me all of those horrible things still, even though my mom's no longer with us and all of that, that's still carrying on. The things that I would say to myself are so horrible that I don't want to say them in public. But that's starting to go away. I can't say that it's completely gone because I've been on program since March 28th, at least when I signed up. And so it hasn't gone away, but it's definitely lessened a lot. And now that I have this community of people that are telling me that's not okay to talk to yourself that way and teaching me how to change my mindset, it's just so nice to yesterday I was at the antique mall and I walked by a mirror and I was like, oh, there's clothes in there. And I went and I was trying on a belt, which ended up being too big and it says an extra large, And so I was like, this is great. And I was looking in the mirror like, wow, I look really pretty. And I would have never said that to myself 3 months ago. I would have been like, you're a disgusting fat pig. Those are the things I would tell myself. So that's hard. The mental aspect of it is very, very hard, especially if you've already battled your whole life with some sort of depression or mental illness like I have. Then you're trying to, put that towards your weight loss. It's a very big part.
So this popped in my head. I would love for whoever's watching right now. We have 14 people watching right now. If you haven't said hi, please say hi so we can say hi back. All right. But I want to ask y'all this question. All right. And you don't have to answer it at all. You do not have to answer this question in the chat. This is for you. This is for you to really ask yourself. When you look in the mirror, what goes through your head? All right. Besides just the physical part, literally take a minute, look in the mirror, look at your own eyes, and ask you and listen to yourself. What goes through your head? If there's any negativity in that, start, at least you're able to you recognize it. Because a lot of us, I believe, we do that and we don't even recognize it, right? Because we don't want to. Who wants to look in the mirror, right? And really be like, this is me. And I believe that that's why a lot of us, will suffer in a lot of ways because we don't even want to acknowledge those things. So we put on a mask, right? Like Jen was saying during COVID, I did the same thing. The fact that she mentioned that made me realize that I thought I just liked the mask because it was a cool vintage Ninja Turtle mask. I love Ninja Turtles, by the way. And if you don't know, I got a bunch of Ninja Turtle stuff back there. Well, sorry, squirrel. Yeah, I would wear the mask for the same reason because I could go places and it didn't feel as though people were staring at me and talking about me, because I would go places and my own mind would almost read people's minds. Right? Like I would make up conversations in my head that people are having about me. I would walk down the store because I did retail arbitrage a lot. So I was in and out of Walmarts all the time. And as I'm running through Walmarts, dripping in sweat because I'm 460 plus pounds, right? and I was light on my feet, so I moved fast. I'm thinking I would hear someone laugh. I would literally just hear someone laugh. I don't know where it came from. It came from the left. It came from behind me. But in my head, as soon as I would hear a laugh, the very first thing that I thought was, they're laughing about me. That was the first thing that would go through my head. And here's the thing. I didn't want to tell nobody that. I would keep it to myself. So when I would look in the mirror, I would hear these words that weren't encouraging me, that weren't giving me a positive outlook, that, and it was just constantly just in my head, negativity, up until the point where I felt as though I almost had like multiple heart attacks back to back every day for 6 months. And then finally I was like, okay, I need to change. Right. Finally I said, let me address these. Let me be real. Right. Let me be real with myself. And I so happen to do it online. I so happen to put my truth for me, for the world to see. And it was unbelievable, the weight that got lifted off of my shoulder, and how I believed in myself more, and I felt better, and it, all these things. So it's that freedom that you're looking for, so that you can overcome the obstacles that we all have. We all have these. We all got to lose a little bit of weight. We all got to get a little healthier. We all got to, work every day. We all got to do all these different things that are going to improve the quality of our life. But if we don't even know where to start, and usually starting is simply just really being honest with yourself. At least that was for me. That was my case.
And you know what? If you didn't make that a realization that you needed to like go live and put it out there to the world, I wouldn't have been there watching. I was there rooting you on, cheering you on for your sobriety. And then you just started talking, and I'm like, oh man, you need this program, and I'm going to help you. I was determined.
Yeah. And I already knew that you were going to help me too. Like I already knew, because I was watching you. I mean, you shared it with me today. It was July 11th.
I went back into our conversation, our first like actual conversation via DM. You did a live with Oscar, and you shouted Ella out and told her to go to bed or something. And I remember that night.
First time I told Ella to go to bed.
Yeah, I think so. And then that night I was messaging you because I was like, thank you, whatever. And then we just started talking about life. And I was like, this was the 11th. This was 3 days before I was about to start my program. And I was nervous. And I said in that message, I want to do lives and YouTube, but I'm not comfortable with myself.
And I told
you were just doing your whole inspiring thing. You're like, well, you got to find your why.
No, and I told you what, jump in the pool, right?
Yeah, you did.
And you did. And you jumped in the pool. And because of that, I today am 150 pounds down from 5 months ago. I feel amazing. My life is completely transformed. I'm able to meet people like Rachelle, and get to hear her story of, pure inspiration, motivation, and overcoming fear. It's funny, because look, I'm wearing this shirt. Coincidence, 100%. I don't believe in coincidence, but look, let faith be, what is it? Let faith be bigger than your fear. That's what it says. Let faith be bigger than your fear. And it's a 4X shirt, and it's loose on me. That's nuts. Anyway, feels amazing.
That's awesome.
So Rachelle, well, let's say hi to some people, right? Because we got people on Facebook, we got people on YouTube, we got Jody. What's
hey,
up,
Jody.
We got Virginia. I'm proud of myself. I had an eBay sale. Good job, Virginia.
Rachelle, I had an eBay sale too, and I can't find it.
Yeah, Rachelle, we're mainly resellers and stuff. So what is it that you do for a living, if you don't mind we ask? Rachelle?
Of course. I'm in real estate development.
I need to holler at you. You and Jen are going to be my mentors.
No problem. Anytime.
I got goals this year.
Jen, are you
I'm a realtor. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
We got Catherine. What's up, Catherine? We got Justin. What's up, man? Hope everyone has a good weekend. That's right. It's Friday.
Yes.
Who else we got? We got Ellen. Hey, Ellen. No problem. We got
Ellen.
Oh, you're welcome. Better said. No problem. Just not polite enough. You're welcome. We got CJ. We got Mookie to the Pookie. And we got Boatman. Hi to all of y'all. So, what was I going?
And you missed Sam.
I miss
That's
Sam.
Sarah's friend Sam.
Oh, Sam. What's up, Sam? Yeah, I saw you earlier, but I don't know why I missed that comment. Hi, Sam. All right, so I was gonna ask you some. Oh yeah, you're in real estate development, um, right? That's what you had said, Rochelle.
Yes.
So, like, with your life and like compared to where you were a few months ago when you started to now, and I'm talking about career, family, all those, even like hobbies and stuff. Like, how is your life in comparison to what it was before? Like, because there's people that are nurses, doctors, there's people who are construction workers, there's people who are just 9 to 5, inventory stockers. There's all kind of people on our program, and our program is made so simple that the eating part is very simple, but like what changes, you know what I'm saying, as far as every other aspect of your life, like how's your life now compared to before?
Yeah, so it actually ties into my why. And, one of the things I've always been is very entrepreneurial, very career driven, and very like motivated to do things bigger than myself, to help other people. And, I have had a career in real estate development and construction and, for my whole adult life. And I really love that industry. And there are places and things that I want to do and go with this career that I felt I was not able to get to because I didn't feel attractive enough. I think that a lot of people feel that way, but I always felt like in this industry, you need to have a certain look in order to obtain some of those things. And while that might be true, it's all about the confidence that you have, when you're going after your goals. So if you're not confident and you're insecure about yourself, you're not going anywhere, no matter whether you're, overweight or you're underweight. If you're not confident, and so I realized that, I was just so defeated every single time I would try to, set goals to succeed. But it was like, okay, but you don't look good enough, or they're not going to choose you because, you're not attractive enough, or, maybe somebody will find your being overweight disgusting. And, it's just like all of these things. And it goes back to self-talk. So when I started this program, I started losing weight, right away, like quickly. And I knew that this was it. Like, I knew that like I had found that thing that I had been looking for like years. And so then like I started to, like do bigger things within my job, within, my side hustles, and, take more risk and, put myself out there more. And so I have seen in the last 3.5 months, like just blossom in like really big ways because my confidence is there. And while I'm not 100% where I want to be, because, I lost 50 pounds, but I still have 50 more to go to reach my original goal, and to get down to my weight before I had kids. But I feel like when I do that, like I have like a business idea that I want to, launch, and I'm working on, branding for that. I will be part of that branding, and I'm like really looking forward to that. And I know that it's not just about the weight, it's about having the confidence. So I'm working on both of those at the same time. So I think it's like really important to just note that it's not that I'm waiting to get, like look very sexy and like a certain number on the scale, but it ties in with my confidence level too. And that you have to work on both. So it's not just, one or the, like, it's not just one or the other. Cause if you just work on losing weight, then you're more prone to relapse if you don't work on the mindset. So that's one of the things I really love about this program is that it's all tied together, and they teach you how to, reach your goals. You can set really big goals, really big whys, and be able to have the confidence to reach it. So that was kind of a long answer to your question, but I definitely have seen in just 3.5 months, like my mind has just been open to the possibilities that, I could go after if I want to.
Yeah, and I think that was a great answer. It don't matter how long or short it was, I think, great, because it really is more about, it's not all about weight, you know, it's about so many other things, and confidence is a big deal, right? I mean, you just said it yourself. You know, you're able to achieve a lot more because you believe in yourself. You're able to
What
achieve a lot more, and
I will share one of my whys. I
what was
think this
that?
I have 50 more pounds to go. So my goal is I have two goals. So my shorter term goal is to lose 25 pounds by the end of August. And the reason for that is that I am going to be 35 years old on August 31st, and I have booked a solo trip to Morocco, and I'm going to be traveling around that country. And I also booked a photo shoot of myself for myself. So, in a couple of one of the cities, Marrakesh. So I need to look, and this is going to commemorate, my confidence and being able to do something that's actually really scary for me. I mean, being in front of a camera or having somebody take pictures of me is the most frightening thing that, and I don't know if anyone else can relate to that, but I'm actually not doing it out of being vain. I'm actually doing it because it's something that really scares me. And so I'm going solo. I'll be alone. I've never been to Morocco, but I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to do a photo shoot, something that really scares me. And
Love it.
yeah, so that's
I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. I'm all about that. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. And that's what I think life is about, like experiencing life, right? And overcoming those fears, right? Doing things you haven't done before, doing things that scare you, that you might enjoy. Like one of my biggest goals is to go skydiving. I can't wait to go skydiving.
I'll
Like
go with you.
you will do it. Yo, I got people that's almost signing up with me. Like, let's do it all together. Like, imagine a group of 50 of us, or I don't know how many people you can fit in a plane, but like a bunch of us coming together. Let's go skydiving, for the first time or not, but that would be so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I won't be skydiving, but I'll be down there like this to catch all of you.
Catch us.
Yeah.
You going skydiving with us? You're a superstar. You gotta go.
Oh no.
You're going.
Hold your hand.
It's happening.
Okay, if we hold our hands in a circle, I think.
Yeah, that would be really fun. A big circle. Hey, Shannon. A big part of my why was to be able to get on this roller coaster. So we're going in a week, next Saturday for vacation. I didn't fit into this roller coaster in 2017 when I sat down and I pulled the lap bar down. So like, I don't like rides where they're spinny, and this roller coaster is a spinny roller coaster ride, but I'm totally going to do it just for the sake of that. I couldn't do it in 2017 and now I will,
Awesome.
I'm totally going to kill that roller coaster. I will probably get sick when I get off of it, but it'll be well worth it.
How about you, Sarah? Because you don't want to go skydiving. I could respect that for now. Okay, I respect that for now. But like, what is something that you look forward to being able to do that might, I don't know, scare you? It doesn't even have to scare you, but something you look forward to be able to do.
Well, it's kind of like Michelle. I wanted to do a pinup photo shoot, but I've never been comfortable with my body at all. And even now, this morning, I took a picture of myself in this dress because I haven't got into it in like 2 years. And I saw my legs, and I still have issues with I have varicose veins from being so overweight for so long. And so I still have to get over that body dysmorphia, even though I told my husband this morning, am I ever going to love myself? Like, even when I get to my goal weight, am I ever going to actually love myself? And that's a question that I don't know right now, but I'm still going to be working towards it. And even if I still have the varicose veins, or if I think my arms are too big or whatever, I'm still working towards that photo shoot, because once I get to that goal weight, I'm just going to do it anyways. Just because, why not? It's something I've always wanted to do. So why not,
I cannot wait to see those pictures.
Yo, I'm about to put this up here right now because you said something. You said something important. Something very.
What did I say?
You said the word love. You said the word love, and The question for everybody in the chat, or not even, it's like, let's talk about this. How can we love ourselves? I'm telling you, Sarah, right now, that you love yourself. All right. Right now, as we're on this camera talking right now, everybody here, 11 people watching in the chat, you know, you staying on plan, doing the fat burn blitz, buying your family whatever food they want while you stay on plan, those are acts of love towards yourself. So
True.
with every day that passes, you love yourself more and more and more. Falling in love with yourself is, I think, a different action, but I think it's all those actions combined with time, you find this like love for yourself. It's like the discovery of love for yourself. It's like you realize, oh man, I love myself. You know what I'm saying? That I think that's falling in love with yourself, and that's again my opinion. But everything you're doing right now, um, everything you're doing, Sarah, everything Jen's doing, everything Rochelle's doing, everything that I'm doing is just us loving ourselves, right? I think, and this is my opinion, right? But I get this opinion from my experiences. Action, love is an action. I think there's a big misconception on what love is. There's a misunderstanding on what love is, and we think it's emotional. It's not. Love, in my opinion, is not emotional whatsoever. Do you feel emotions because of love? Yes. Love can hurt. Love can make you feel happy. Love can do all these different things to your mind and your body. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's simply an action. And if we could recognize that and just realize it's just an action. So when somebody who loves us hurts us and it hurts, it's because that's the emotional part, right? But it's the action. Sometimes love can hurt, but it was for your best benefit. For example, me, when my family told me we don't want to see you around no more, you know, you're homeless, you're retired, they're trying to help you get out of our face. Don't you're dead to us. When my family told me those things, at that time it hurt. At that time, my mind was telling me I can't believe they don't love me. Well, it's because I didn't understand love. They've been loving me my whole life. And they got to a point where the only form of love they can give me is tough love, right? So there's all different kinds of love, but at the end of the day, they're all actions. So, you know, love yourself, right? And that's when we don't love ourselves, what are we doing? We're eating that fast food. We're, you know, not sleeping good. We're you know, staying in our rooms and you know, and there's, you know, there's depression, there's anxiety, there's all these things. But once you start getting healthy and your body starts getting those, you know, you start feeling better, you start absorbing the nutrients, you start getting more sunlight, you start interacting with positive people, you know, those things do get better. And I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, a doctor by any means. I'm just a fat man caught up in the mix trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. All right. That's all I am. All right. Shout out to Tupac, rest in peace. But at the end of the day, right, love yourself, show yourself love, right? Show yourself love. And I think all of us on panel are doing that. And I think that's a great way for anyone that's watching to something great to think about. You know, like pay attention to your actions in the day. What are you doing to show yourself love, and what are you doing to show yourself the opposite of love, right? Or to not love yourself enough, right? Like you could love yourself more every day, every single day. So
I just want to piggyback off that. You said something about your family telling you they want you to be healthy or something like that. When I used to go out to eat, I had family members who would say to me like, "Oh, you should make healthier choices." And like, let's say you know how like food joints, they always love to feed us, right? They love to give us extra fries and all extra things, coleslaw and whatever. So if I was out with a certain person, they would put, you know, the plate down in front of me and they would say to me, "Oh, you're going to eat all that?" And instead of saying something like, "Oh, I'm going to eat, you know, until I feel satisfied or fulfilled," I was defensive and defiant. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to eat all this." And I would purposely eat it all to prove that I could eat all those fries. Like I needed all those extra fries. So I was not respecting my body. That wasn't self-love. That was like, I'm going to do it because you're telling me I can't or I shouldn't.
Yeah, that's pride. 100% pride. There's pride and ego. Oh, what? You think I can't do it? You know?
Exactly.
Watch me. You
Yep.
know? And then you do
And now it's the
things.
opposite with this. It's like I became a coach because I wanted to keep myself accountable because I didn't want to fail publicly. And now I'm like, here I am. I'm doing it. I'm proving to myself. I'm keeping myself accountable for myself.
That was really great,
Yep.
Alex.
What? The love thing?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. I talk about that stuff a lot. On Sundays, Bad Boys Live, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Come check us out, where we tell your truth through our sharing what we've overcome to help lead you towards financial, emotional, and spiritual freedom so that you can live a happy and purposeful life. What's up, Luke Raider? Good looking and big hearted panel you have here, Alex. Yes, I don't have them. We have each other. You know what I'm saying? We have each other. But yes, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. So, yeah, that's, that's what it is. And here's the thing too. While you were saying that, I'm thinking of the person giving you the huge, like, oh, here, have some extra fries. I'm like, that is not love. That is, it might seem like love, right? But like, okay, if you're a healthy person and someone wants to give you some extra fries and you want to enjoy those fries, by all means, live life, right? But when you're unhealthy and people are already like, it's obvious that you shouldn't have more fries, and someone tells you like, eat these fries, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not love. That's not love. It seems that way, but it's not. It seems that way, but it's
And
not.
I did not need the fries. I was just being spiteful.
Yeah. What's up, Clay? Clay's Closet. How's it going?
Hey,
Virginia
Clay.
said,
I know Clay.
yeah.
Hey.
Loot Raider said hi to Mooks. What's up, Mooks? Mook said, turn on your notifications. Don't miss the Bad Boys Live on Sundays, 7-11 at 8 p.m. Central and 9 p.m. Eastern. YouTube. Yes. Very amazing show. This past week, it was 4th of July, and we just went crazy. I had family over. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that change, right? Like, I'm always talking about, it's not about the weight. Like, okay, you got 10 pounds to lose. Woohoo, that's going to happen. Like, you have 100 pounds to lose. Don't worry, it's going to happen. That will happen. It's all these other things. And like Sunday, 4th of July, I'm like, I had no plans, and I have, a little bit of family here, but majority of them were either working or they felt sick. We were going to go on the boat. We felt sick. So things changed, right? And I had no plans. And then all of a sudden, the kids who I bought fireworks for, who I didn't realize were not kids anymore and they were working, like they didn't work anymore and they came over. And then my girl cousin, who is now one of my clients, Priscilla, I was able to go to her house and see my aunt. I haven't seen them in forever. And, it was like everything changed. And now I have this house full of kids having a good time, fireworks, So the Bad Boys Live was a lot of fun this past Sunday. So if you want to go check out some fireworks again, it's on my channel. Go check it out. But it was a good time. It was a really, really good time. But everything changes, like your relationships, even my mindset. Like, I wasn't worried that I didn't have anything to do. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, oh man, I'm gonna be alone on 4th of July. I mean, a little part of me did say that, but the voice that was positive, that was like, no, you're gonna find something to do. You're gonna get people. You're gonna find somewhere to go. That voice was louder, because the other voice, if it was louder still, it would have told me, no, just stay in your room. Watch a movie on this recliner right here. Don't talk to anybody. Beat yourself up. Tell yourself that no one likes you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that voice used to be so much louder than now, because now I love myself on a daily basis. I love myself from the moment I wake up. Like, what are y'all's routines in the morning? Like, my routine is like this. I'm gonna tell y'all mine real quick. I used to never have this routine. I wake up in the morning, I shower, I do my brushing teeth, the whole deal. Now I have like this facial scrub. I got like this special shampoo. You know, I bought this one for my beard, but now I don't have a beard anymore. But anyway, I got this mask thing that a homegirl gave me, and I put that on. You know what I'm saying? I lotion my body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never lotioned my body before. Okay? I lotion my body now. Those are acts of love towards myself because I do my own nails now. Look at that. I put gloss on them. Let me put this on full screen so y'all can see this. So y'all need to see this. Look, wait, where's zoom?
I think the light is too blinding. Can you shut the light off?
No. Okay, anyway, I do my own nails now. Like I got this kit. Look, it's right here. I keep it next to my little right here. It's right here, and it's got all these things in it. You know what I'm saying? And I use this stuff now because I love myself now.
And are you rewarding yourself with that? Is that a reward?
Those are like little rewards.
Yep.
But it's just me being positive and good, and I'm looking forward to this and that. And so, what are y'all's like things? What do y'all do?
Well, my morning is not nearly as exciting as yours. I wake up, I make my coffee, I put the shake in. That's my breakfast. I get the kids up, get them to camp. Then I come home and I get on Power Hour, which is exciting. I love my Power Hours.
Well, for me, it's not any more exciting either. Since the Power Hour that we get on is so early, it's 6:30 in the morning here. So I get up about 5:45, 6, roll out of bed, and I get dressed while doing the meeting. And then I have my shake and my coffee like Jen. And usually I'm running out the door trying to get to an opening for Home Goods because I'm a really bad Ray Dunn collector. And so I'm always like, go, 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 go in the morning. But before, I would be like waiting until probably right before I had to, get up to get out the door because I was so exhausted. So just like my energy level is completely different. So mornings are, even though I'm like, go, 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 and it's kind of crazy, it's fun. And I actually like being up early. I don't like staying up late anymore. What about you?
I love mornings. I'm a morning person. And so usually I get up and, it can get chaotic because I have kids. I have a 12-year-old and a 3-year-old. So, it's mostly getting people ready. But, even on the days we don't have school, even during the pandemic, we get up, get dressed like a regular day, and just, be on, like just, put your best face on. And so, like Alex, I love luxury products for like facial care and stuff like that. So that was actually something that I started doing at the first of the year, was taking care of my skin. And so I use the Monet products, and I don't sell it. I just buy it. I love them. They're organic and they don't have a lot of chemicals in them. So I, use the shampoo and the skincare. And so I try to, stay on top of that. That makes me feel really good about myself. I have coffee in the morning, of course, and, with the shake or with a little almond milk. And, I always, every single morning, I call my mother on FaceTime and we chat and have coffee. And that's my time with her. She lives in Canada. I don't get to see her. I haven't seen her in 2 years. So thank God for technology, but that's kind of how my morning goes.
I love that.
You said that. Yeah. I love that you said you FaceTime your mother every morning. That's awesome. I see my mom every day, so I don't FaceTime her at all, ever, never. I don't have an iPhone either, so I can't FaceTime.
It's the iPhone train.
No, we tease each other about iPhones versus Androids.
iPhone's going down. I'm watching the stock market. It's not going to work out for them. So I'm sticking with my Samsung. Yeah, Samsung.
Have you watched Why by Simon Sinek? Have you read that book?
Huh?
Have you read the book from Simon Sinek, Start With Why?
No, but I know that book, and I know what Simon Sinek is. I need to get that book.
You'll understand why Apple will never go down.
Yes, I know that. I know what that is. I got you. All right, so I'm actually gonna order that book right now.
Yeah,
Are you team Apple? You have an Apple, Rachelle?
I do.
Yay, 3 against 1.
My husband was like completely for Samsung and Android and all that. And I was like,
Fine.
no. And I finally got him an iPhone this year, and he loves his iPhone. And I got him an iPad, and he just loves all of it because he's like 6'4", 320 pounds. So the iPad looks like a phone when he's holding it, but he loves that thing. You got to switch over.
Mine will never switch. It's like a battle.
Switch, Alex, switch.
I'll end up getting Apple stuff one day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I like that you brought up. Thank you so much, Rachelle, for bringing up Simon Sinek, because that is something I've wanted to actually purchase for a long time. I saw him explaining the why and explaining Apple and explaining how what makes Apple different than everyone else and what made Apple successful, because everyone else was trying to, how can we be better than Apple, or how can we be better than Microsoft or this or that, right? While Apple was just saying, how can we be better than ourselves every day? And instead of trying to sell you a product, I'm going to sell you a dream. I'm going to tell you, this is what we stand for. While everybody else is like, look at my phone, look at my computer, Apple is like, imagine this. You know what I'm saying? I love that talk from, it was a TED talk, I think it was, from Simon that I watched. It was dope.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy that book so much.
Yeah, I have it right here on the screen. I'm gonna order it as soon as we're done. Yeah,
That
it's right here.
kind of sounds like the same concept you want to tell yourself, like stop comparing yourself to everybody else and trying to be better than everybody else. You just need to be better than your current self. So
Yep.
That's awesome. I think I need to read that.
Yeah, and it also talks about how like a lot of people lead with how, right? And so you can see that like in some of our Facebook groups, like you'll see how people just get really caught up in the how, right? Instead of the why. Because the why is, if you lead with why, it's going to always keep you on track because you're going to be moving towards your goal, And so if you're just focused on the how and the what and the when, you're not really going to be successful in reaching your destination. But if you focus on the why, then, and you lead with that, you become, you're going to keep moving through whatever obstacles, and, the how and the when and the what, they all just fall into place when you know your why.
Yeah, that's why a big part of this program, right, is what is your why? Like, don't forget your why. And when I talk to people, I ask them, questions that's going to help them realize that they have a why, right? And by doing that, they recognize that it's not about weight loss. It's about so many more things. And that Simon Sinek is somebody I would he was somebody I watched almost every day. I would try to find something new from him, and because he has almost like the same mindset as me, or the same thought process as me and stuff, and I learned a lot from him. I'm excited for the book.
If you want another book recommendation,
Yes.
Holiday, The Obstacle is the Way. Absolutely phenomenal book.
What's the name?
The Obstacle is the Way. And it basically just talks about how that folks that choose to avoid, obstacles in their life never truly become very successful, because failure is not, it's the pathway to success, and how to manage and navigate obstacles, to be successful in life. And it's just so practical. You can start using it like right away in your life, because we all have problems, we all have things. And, the best thing, you can do is realize that you're not alone. You're not the only people who have obstacles. That's just part of life. And one of my favorite quotes is, it's not the load you carry, it's the way that you carry the load. And so when you learn how to properly navigate obstacles, and, that's with, anything, even with weight loss or health, when you come up against something and you're stuck, there's a perspective, from maybe someone else that you're not seeing. And that's why mentors and coaches are so important, is because you have those resources to be able to reach out to, and that having that other perspective and that other person in your life that can help you navigate and get through. And that's how all of you have become successful, is by relying on the resources that's available to us. So it's wonderful.
I was trying to come off mute there. Alex left us for a moment. He will be back. But that's great. I wish I had more time to read. I think I need to try to plug that in there somewhere. But I also have children. I've got 3 here and 2 stepchildren. They come to visit. But my house is pretty busy. So there isn't a lot of quiet time, or even if I am just sitting, they're all going to come up and run up to me. So it's just trying to find that balance of me time. But
you can Audible, and sometimes like I'll listen to it like if I'm cooking dinner, or like if I'm going somewhere, like, and the drive is going to be like 30 minutes or more, I'll kind of just plug it in the car. So yeah, not always am I cracking open a book, because like I just don't have the time to do that, but I definitely do a lot of the Audible.
I don't know why I always forget about Audible or like auto books, because I'm like so old school. I'm still sitting here with like my, notebook. So yeah, I'll look it up then on Audible.
Yeah. Funny, I forget about it too. I need the Audible because I'm not a reader, and I need to read. You know what book I need to read?
Yeah.
And I avoid that. I'm doing better. I put it in my bathroom. So when I go in the bathroom, I read the life book. But for a long time, I've been avoiding it, and there's a reason why. And avoiding it's not going to get me ultimately. My big ultimate goal is to be 100 pounds down. I've reached every why and every reason why, and now my why has changed, and now I don't have a good why anymore. The only really good why is that I'm not going back to the old me.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to change. I want a better why than what I have right now. And I've been stuck. You guys know I've been recycling the same 10 pounds over and over and over again. So now I'm back on. I'm going to get there. It's just a matter of when. I wanted to get there by my anniversary, with my health anniversary, which is going to be the 14th. But I'm going to be close, but I'm not going to be 100 pounds down just yet.
And I think that's a great way to end this program for the day, because we're at towards the end already. So ask yourself, if you're watching right now, what is your why in everything? Okay, in life in general, what is your why? What gives you purpose? What gives you fulfillment? What gives you drive, motivation, inspiration? What is your why? What keeps you going? Right? Ask yourself that. Just ask yourself. Don't answer nobody. Just ask yourself. And keep asking yourself that every day. If you could wake up and have that habit of asking yourself, what is your why? And reminding yourself, what is your why? With time, everything changes. So I had to go pee. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Rachelle. As I was holding it for past hour already, and then I'm like, okay, no, this is not. No, I've drank like a gallon of water already today. So yeah, so I had to run, but everything's okay. Everything's okay. The bathroom's fine. Everyone's fine. No one got hurt. And I think we had a great show, Rachelle. I think you were awesome.
Awesome. You need to come back.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. So yeah, everybody, I put Rachelle's social media links, her Facebook or Instagram, in the description of YouTube and on Facebook as well. You guys can go and follow her. If you're not following us, please follow us, right? Me, Jen, Sarah, Adrienne, who's not with us today because she was out on the road. But yeah, with that being said, I hope y'all got something good out of this. I think we all did, right? It was really cool hanging out with Rachelle. And yeah, I gotta keep it classy, Mookie. I gotta keep it classy, you know. I'm trying to do a Rodney Dangerfield impression. I can't do it right now. What would Rodney Dangerfield say right now? Do y'all
Something
even know
about
his name?
respect, right? Doesn't he complain that he's got
Yeah.
no respect?
I don't get no respect. I don't get no respect. No,
I don't think that sounds like
I'll
him.
work on it for next time. Yo, I love y'all. Thank you again, Jen, Sarah, Rachelle, for hanging out with me and for giving me this opportunity to hang out with y'all. And I hope y'all got something out of it. You can go into the regular comment section afterwards if you got questions. And if anybody wants to start getting their health together or just feel better, or you discover your why and you think that we can guide you to reach that why, reach out to one of us, and we will be more than happy to help you and show you the way, like a Yoda, not a baby Yoda, because that's too cute. Like you don't want to you're not gonna follow baby Yoda, dude. You're gonna be like, come on, baby Yoda, chill. Like, dude, you're too baby. Like, no, like a grown Yoda. Like, this is the way. I can't do a Yoda voice either. All right, we're getting out of here. Bye, everybody. See y'all next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.